so we can get a microphone to you. We're going to start here on the right third row.
Hey, Urban, Jeff Snook. First half, you ran the ball right here. You ran the ball 8 times for 8 yards. I think 2 of those were called passing plays. What was your game plan?
Was our game plan to be balanced and certainly not whatever the stat you just said. That wasn't our game plan. But, we just didn't execute very well in offense.
Front row, Bill.
Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch. Did you have any inkling coming into this game that it could go this way? Was there anything in the preparation, or did you expect a much better performance?
No, I expected a much better performance. Some guys played their tails off. Some other guys we didn't execute very well. But no, I didn't anticipate that.
Staying here in the front row, right.
Urban, I know it's really early, but looking at the passing game and the way it's sort of closed out the season, do you have any thoughts on what you might look at in the offseason with that?
Oh, we will become a good passing team. We will. Next year.
Next question. First row on the left.
Are we open to ask the athletes as well? JT, just want to get your perspective. It just seemed like you were swarmed under a lot tonight and just didn't have the time maybe to make the plays. I don't know what you saw, but your perspective on it.
They did a good job being disruptive. The D-line did. I mean, there was times I could have done a better job getting the ball out as far as seeing my reads faster. But they definitely, I mean, we just didn't execute really on offense. It wasn't really like we were surprised by the looks that we had. I think we prepared really hard, and the coaches did everything they could as far as like throwing us the different looks that we thought we were going to get, and we just didn't execute anywhere on offense really.
We're going to stay here on the left.
JT, just to follow up, we won't see you probably for who knows when, but you have your degree. Have you given any thought to what your future plan is? Will you be back at Ohio State? Do you know definitively one way or the other?
My main focus was to focus on this year. I didn't really give that much thought, but it'll be really hard for me to walk away when we just lost 31-0.
Stay your front row right.
Urban, what is the most frustrating just in the short term here of what you just saw and what just happened? How are you dealing with this?
Most frustrating? Oh, that I had a group of players play their tails off, and same group of guys went to Norman, Oklahoma and played and won, and went to Madison, Wisconsin and won in overtime, and then against our rivals 2 overtimes, and we got beat. So we're going to move on quickly, and my respect for the football player, our team has not changed. Identify things that have to get better, and we will. That's what we do. Ohio State's not used to this. I'm not used to this, and we will not get used to this. That's not going to happen again, so we'll get things worked out.
Second row right.
JT, when Jordan got hurt, did you feel like the offensive line kind of lost their rhythm or anything? I just wondered if you had any effect.
No. When he went down, it was, I mean, we always believe in the next man up as far as being competitively excellent with our game reps and mental reps. So the guy behind him should be ready to go when his number's called. And we didn't help him as offense because knowing that he probably didn't get a lot of reps, so those game reps in practice, we didn't help him as a whole offense to make sure that he could be comfortable.
Stay on the right here, row 3.
Urban, what did you think about Deshaun Watson's performance tonight?
Oh, great player.
Back to the second row on the right.
Coach, I think they said on the field this might be your first shutout. If that is what was your reaction, I guess?
I think I said it a second ago. I'm not used to it. We're not used to it. That's not going to happen again, so go to work.
On the left here, third row.
Urban, is there any way when you see a team on film like Clemson, is there any way to know how good that defensive line will be when you see them live and how disruptive they will be until you're actually in the game? Was there any inkling that would be like that?
I'm not being disrespectful for Clemson. That's a great football team, but we just didn't execute well. So we knew They're a very talented group.
Go back to the second row on the right.
Chris, when you guys got the interceptions early, I just wondered, did you feel like that gave you a spark and maybe, I don't know, what happened from there?
As far as the defense, we always feel like we're in the game, We know the talent that we have on this team, offense, defense, special teams, and we know we have great coaches. So when we make plays like that, of course we, expect that spark, and we expect it to play that way. And I hear a lot of questions about the offense and things like that, but the defense didn't execute as well as we could either. And it comes down to complementary football, and we didn't play that today, and we lost. And that's what happens when you don't play non-strong and everyone don't complement each other. So we got to get better. That's what it is. What it is.
Bill, here on the first row on the right.
In any of your opinions, was there a turning point, or was it just one of those games that you just couldn't get anything going?
I think it was just unfortunate things just kept on continuing to happen. Especially our offense, we didn't help our defense at all. We had the game, it was 10-0 for the longest time, and we just couldn't get drives, sustained drives, and keep them off the field. So, as a quarterback of the offense, it's one of those things that we didn't play at our best, obviously, and that's what happens when you go against a good team and you're not 9 units strong. You lose. We didn't expect to lose that bad. Expect you to win, but that's what happens.
Third row on the right.
Urban, I know you said you want to be balanced, but I think the first half, 21 of 27 plays were called passes, and the game went out of hand at that point. You didn't think you could run consistently against them?
No, I didn't realize that until you just said it. That was not the game plan. I think we kind of got taken out of the game plan a little bit. But no, that was our plan, to be balanced. We didn't follow the plan.
Staying in the third row on the right.
Hi, Coach Myers and the OSU Buckeye team. Congratulations for getting to the national playoffs. My question is, after today's loss, because Clemson played differently or as expected, or you didn't, strategically that was laid out for the team was not implemented. So your strategy for the day, was it not played out, or is it something that Clemson did differently?
It wasn't anything they did. I don't think. That was a great team. They played hard, and we gave them a lot of opportunities on offense, and that's what happened. On offense, I truly believe that we got the best looks we could, plays. I thought we had good plays, and we just didn't execute those plays, and that's what happens. You could have a scheme and all these different plays set out. You could have everything on the grease board, but you still got to go play the game and execute the plays that we have, and we didn't do that. So with that being said, this was unexpected. Didn't see that coming by any means. We expected to win the game, and that was just happened. We didn't come to play. Our units were messed up. We weren't 9 units strong. It's real simple. So.
Second row on the left.
Yeah, Coach, 2012, 2013, your defense kind of got exploited a little bit. You've spoke infinitum about how you had to blow it up, change the culture, everything else. Are you in the same situation now after the way this season ended up with your offense?
In some regards, I'm going to take a hard look at some things when we get back, and obviously there was some great things this year, some great things. I go back to Norman, Oklahoma, and some other great things, but anytime you struggle a little bit, you always take a hard look.
Last question here, front row on the right.
Urban, you said at Media Day that, in all honesty, you thought that next year would be the year, that you were a little surprised that development came as quickly in. Now, after this game, do you think that you were a year away?
I thought that in the beginning of the year. No, I thought we were going to go compete for the national championship next in 10 days or whenever it is. I really did. I think we have a bunch of good players, a bunch of good guys, and our anticipation is to get back here next year and take a good swing at it. And realize that we got a lot of work to do, obviously. But that comment I made was prior to the season, not today. When you said that a year away, no, I thought shoot, I thought ready to go. And I didn't anticipate this at all.
Thank you, coaches and
Thank you.
player. This concludes the Ohio State press conference.